Did you know that babies are born with a built-in supply of iron? But by around 6 months, those stores start to run out. And if they're not replaced through diet, it can impact your baby's brain development in ways that aren't always immediately obvious. In this episode of Nourish, we're unpacking why iron stores matter, how low iron in babies can affect development, and what you need to know as your baby starts solids. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Melanie, dietitian and founder of Nourish, where we explore how the first 1000 days shape your child's lifelong health. And today we're talking about one of the most important and often overlooked nutrients in infancy, iron. Babies are actually born with iron stores that they've built up during pregnancy. These stores act as a reserve, supporting growth and development in the early months of life. But by around 6 months of age, those stores naturally begin to decline. And that's exactly when nutrition becomes critical. Now, this is where an important misconception comes in. Breast milk is an incredible source of nutrition, but it is naturally low in iron. And that's not by flaw, it's by design. Babies are expected to rely on their iron stores initially and then transition to iron-rich foods around 6 months of age to start strengthening their jaw muscles so that they can eat and talk. Miraculous, isn't it? So even if your baby is fully breastfed and thriving, they still need dietary sources of iron once those stores begin to run low. So why does iron matter so much? Well, because iron plays a key role in brain development. It's involved in oxygen transport to the brain. It supports the development of neurotransmitters, the chemical messages that allow brain cells to communicate. And it's essential for myelination, the process of forming the protective coating around nerves that helps signals travel quickly and efficiently. When iron intake is inadequate, we can see changes in how the brain develops. And this is where it becomes really important, because low iron in babies isn't just about tiredness or pale skin. It can impact lifelong learning, memory, attention, and behaviour. And in some cases, even after iron levels are corrected, some of these developmental impacts may not be fully reversible, which is why prevention is so important. Unfortunately, this is something I see too often in practice. Babies starting solids with mostly fruit and vegetables, or relying heavily on foods that are low in iron. And whilst fruit and veg may be healthy, they're not enough on their own to meet a baby's iron needs at this stage. Because once these iron stores run out, diet becomes the primary source. So, what does this mean in practice? Well, it starts when your baby starts solids, around 6 months of age. We need to be thinking about iron right from the very beginning, not as an afterthought, but as a priority. And this is where personalised guidance can make a big difference, because every baby is different, their intake, their development, their needs. So if you're feeling unsure whether your baby is getting enough iron or how to structure their meals as they start solids, you can check out my video on iron-rich foods for babies, or book a consultation with one of our dietitians via the description link below this video. Because when we get this right, we're not just supporting growth, we're supporting brain development during one of the most critical windows of life, the first 1000 days. Because what happens during this time can influence your child's development for years to come. If you'd like more evidence-based nutrition guidance to support your baby's development, don't forget to subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. What was that look, sorry. Alright, sorry, I'm going to have to